I'm just sitting in my car on probably the hottest day of the year so far, sweating away, but it's probably the only chance I'm going to have to do a video today. As per usual, I've left it to the last minute. I'm about to go in to watch my daughter in her school play. She's in year 6, which means this is her last year at her primary school, and I'm going to watch it tonight. My wife's going tomorrow night, and I've been thinking as I was sitting here, and I just dropped her off. She's gone in to get changed and stuff. I was going to do this video and think to myself, well, what am I going to kind of talk about today? Yesterday I had a big thing about planning and getting creative with journaling, writing down all the things that I'm going to do this week with the speaking goals. And I'm kind of looking back over the day, which has been pretty productive, but I'm thinking, well, how much of it did I actually do? And bar a couple of emails that I'd put through, which probably would have happened anyway, I hadn't really taken massive strides today to push things forward. I'm not beating myself up about that. I'm not worrying excessively about that, but it does kind of draw my focus to this and think, well, tomorrow I've had a busy day with coaching clients today. I've got much less planned in, scheduled in contact time tomorrow. So it does sort of focus my attention somewhat on this to make sure that I plan in some actual time tomorrow to get these things done, and actually try and write posts, write content in advance, which is something I'm not very good at. Certainly not something I make a habit of. So that's the plan for tomorrow. That's where I am with things today. Yeah. It's funny. I'm so totally committed to this goal, and I'm talking about it all of the time. I'm thinking about it all of the time. But am I taking all those steps? I talked about this before in a video. You know, am I calling BS on myself? I'm going to have to open this door. Oh, it's like an oven in here. Yeah, some days I'm naturally going to be doing more than others. You know, I feel like I've got this pretty solid plan for this week as to what I'm going to do. If I can just do those things that I've got on my list, reach out to those people, create that content, then I will feel like I have made those strides. I have moved things forwards. One other thought I did have today actually was to reach back out to my good friends and co-presenters of Momentum, Jerry Duffy, Pat Dibley. Pat's been on holiday in Thailand for the last 2-3 weeks. I think he might be back now. Maybe he's still out there. But we're about 6 months out of when we'll be potentially doing Momentum 2019. If that's going to happen, we kind of need to be on the ball now with planning it and putting it together. So that was a thought that did occur to me today. So that is another thing that I'm going to add to my list and get that done this week as well, even if it's just starting the process off. So there we go. That's my check-in for the day. Short and sweet and slightly sweaty. I'm off to go and watch Olivia with my daughter in not a starring role, but she's got a apparently she's in more than half the scenes, so at least I'll be able to watch her. Like, she told me not to embarrass her. I'm not sure what I'd do. It's like she never bothered about being embarrassed by me in the past. I'm going into her school in a couple of weeks to do a session for the whole school, class by class, on running technique and some kind of mindfulness, movement and mindfulness. And she said, "Oh, don't embarrass me." It's like, you didn't bother about this last year. So I'm starting to get to grips with the idea that she's almost 11 years old, and it's starting to get maybe a little bit embarrassed and self-conscious about me. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go and enjoy the play, and I'll check in tomorrow with progress. Bye for now.